Hello guys and welcome to my first ever rebuild video in this channel. And what's more fitting than doing a rebuild with my team, the Mighty Gunners, Arsenal, who are top of the Premier League with 7 points at this moment of recording. And Arsenal haven't won any major trophy except the FA Cup for a long time, and it's time to bring some success to the team and try to make it in 5 seasons. And here we are at the club info window. We are of course in Premier League, playing in Emirates, 60,000 seater stadium. Martin Odegaard is our captain. You don't see the other stuff because they're behind my head. Vice captain is Granit Xhaka, key players Gabriel Jesus, hot prospect Charlie Patino. Very good training facilities, decent youth facilities. Youth recruitment could be better, but that is not the main point of this. If we go our competitions window, one-time runner-up in Champions League in 2006, 13-time winner of Premier League, but the latest one is 2004. So 16, 17, 18 long years. Now 19 long years when we are 2023. Runner-up 9 occasions, third place 9 occasions. So there is something we can do about that. One-time winner, European Cup, Winners' Cup in 95. 2-time runner-up of that. One-time winner, Europa League in 1970. So very, very long time since we have been lifting European trophy. 2-time runner-up, of course, 2000 and 2019, when we were last in a major final in cup competitions. 1-time runner-up in the Europa Super Cup in 94. 14-time winner in FA Cup. That is the latest win in any competitions. 2020 we were the winner last time. 2017, 15, 14, and so on. 7-time runner-up in that. 2-time winner of Carabao Cup 93 last time when we were winner on that competition. And of course 16 times we have won the FA Community Shields 2020, the last of that. So it has been 2 years since we have won any competition, any trophy, and now it's time to change that. And if we start with the players to do that, I have disabled the first transfer window, so no transfers in first year sim. We are gonna do 5-year simulation. First year, I wanna give this team the opportunity to show what they can do, and then we have 4 seasons to rebuild on that. We have one decent goalkeeper in Aaron Ramsdale. He's gonna be our number 1. Matt Turner is our backup goalkeeper. Gabriel Magalhaes, Rob Holding, and William Saliba mostly are central defenders. I'm intend to use Ben White as a right back, like Arteta have doing, but he can be a cover center back also. Tomiyasu, Cedric, the other in right hand side wing backs, Kieran Tierney and Alexander Shinchenko in left hand side, El Neni, Sambilokonga, Partey, Xhaka in that midfield area, and of course our captain Martin Odegaard. Reece Nelson, Fabio Vieira, Emil Smith-Rowe, Bukayo Saka, Marquinhos, Martinelli, those wingers, Eddie Nketiah, Gabriel Jesus, our strike force. And there are a couple of youngsters I wanna drop to the second team. Of course, Reece Nelson also are one of our wingers. Matthew Smith to under 21s. If we look at under 21s, Florian Balogun, Brooke Norton, Cafe, Miguel Azeez, Marcelo Flores, Charlie Patino are youth prospects, if you could say so. I haven't think what I'm gonna do with those guys. But if we go our tactics, this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna be a flat back 4 with wing backs, sweeper keeper, 3 in midfield. If we sort out quick pick to pick without restrictions, best 11, you can see, yeah, maybe we could swap Ben White with Tomiyasu, and that would be our best 11. White and Tomiyasu in right hand side, Shinchenko, Tierney in left hand side. Those are the main guys. But mostly this is gonna be our team. Ødegaard as an AP, Partey as a pole-winning midfielder, Granit Xhaka in box-to-box, Martinelli on left-hand side, Saka on right-hand side, and Gabriel Jesus as a pressing forward. We are gonna be playing with gegenpress, and yeah, maybe tweak a little bit on those when the season is starting, but this is the main team. And if we look our competitions, we are starting our season with match against Man City. That is gonna be really tough game to play. And then Southampton leads Tottenham, first North London derby in the first season, in the first month. I mean, it's gonna be tough. But let's see how this team is gonna survive for the first year. And yeah, let's sim the first season and see how the games will go. Hello and welcome back. The first season have simulated, and if we go to the competitions tab, you can see that we finish 4th position, and oh my god, we managed to win Europa League also, which is nice. 3rd place playoff, friendly cup, or knockout out 4th round by Crystal Palace, knocked out in the 4th round in Carabao Cup by Crystal Palace. That is something we didn't expect. And 4-1 winners in Europa League against Dortmund. Quarterfinals, in FA Cup quarterfinals, exit by against Newcastle. And yeah, if we go to the Premier League, we are 4th, 22 wins, 5 draws, 11 losses. That is not good. Liverpool were really good. We were 4th by a goal difference against Wolves. They played really well this first season. Tottenham in 8th, which is nice to see. Top goal scorer, Erling Haaland, 35 goals. Mo Salah, 24. Gabriel Jesus, 22 goals is decent for our standards. Aaron Ramsdale, 16 clean sheets, is the second player in our team in this stats section. But I want to see that Europa League. 4-1 winners against Borussia Dortmund. Jesus scorer in the first minute. Jesus in 35th. Emil Smith-Rowe 48 minute. And Bukayo Saka in 63 minutes. And Karem Adeyemi, their only scorer. And we were dominating on the stats also. 4-1 winners. And first trophy in the first year without any signings. That is decent enough. But unfortunately, I have bad news. If we go to the transfer section, we will lose Marcelo Flores to Barcelona for free because probably his contract was expiring. Yeah, his contract was expiring, and I didn't offer a new one for him, and he looks really decent. Hopefully, we can buy him back sometime if we will need him. But if we go to the squad section, appearance-wise, Aaron Ramsdale, 56 games, he was the main man in goal. Bukayo Saka, 52 starts, 1 from bench, 18 goals, 17 assists, really decent. If we sort out by the goals, Gabriel Jesus scored 38 goals in 48 or 50 appearances, 8 assists. Bukayo Saka was second highest in goal scoring, highest in assist-wise. Eddie Nketiah, 15 goals for how many? Can we sort that? Yeah, there you go. He started only 4 games, came from bench 34 times. 15 goals from bench option is decent. Gabriel Martinelli only 11 goals, 6 assists. Yeah, I don't know. I had high hopes for him. Martin Ødegaard, 8 goals, 10 assists. I would like to have more assists from him. Nicolas Pepe was loan. Emil Smith-Rowe, 7 goals, 10 assists, same as Ødegaard. Maybe he had been playing in the midfield position. Let's actually see. Can I see his? You can see here mostly inside forward, couple of games in advanced playmaker also, and 1 box-to-box midfield, a couple of games in box-to-box. So mostly he have been playing on that winger inside forward position. Fabio Vieira, decent amount of games, 12 assists is decent, 5 goals. Thomas Partey 5 and 5. Zambi Lokonga 5 and 5. Granit Xhaka only 3 goals as a box-to-box is not really good. William Saliba 2 goals. And Reece Nelson only... Why he didn't play? Only 1 start, 6 from bench. Reece Nelson, and his contract is expiring also. There are a couple of guys whose contracts is expiring, and I intend to extend those hopefully. With our full backs or wing backs, Tierney got 9 assists. Zinchenko only got 3 in left hand side. Let's see where Ben White has been playing. Yeah, mostly on all playing defender. Couple of games as a wing back, or 1 in midfield, and he got an injury. So yeah, maybe that is something we need to look out. Also, Cedric have been playing 8 times, 12 from bench. Turner only got 1 game. Gabriel played a lot, 44 games, 6 from bench. And where is Tomiyasu? Tomiyasu got 44 games, only 1 assist as a right wing back. But decent enough first season. And if we go to see the games, let's see. We started with 2-0 loss against Man City, then got a couple of decent games, scored a lot of goals, decent defending. Fulham 4-1, that is not good, and 4-1. We lost 2 games in a row, 4-1 scoreline in league against Fulham and Everton. That is not really good. And then lost 1-0 against Chelsea, 1 Wolves, lost to Aston Villa. Then we got a decent performance, couple of games, 3-0, 3-0, or 2-0 in league. Then we did lose against Man United 3-0 and managed to win Newcastle 1-0. In December, we lost a couple of games. We played Friendly Cup. Okay, those don't mean anything because there was that World Cup break. Won 6-0 against Leicester. That is really good. Gabriel Jesus got a hat-trick on that. Won Bournemouth, won Nottingham Forest. Then we got in a couple of bad games in January. Chelsea, West Ham and Man City. We managed to draw against Man City at home. Lost Chelsea and West Ham. Those aren't really good. And then only couple of defeats against Fulham. We did lose 2 times against Fulham this year in league. And we managed to win home game against Leicester 6-0, but lost away game 2-1. That is not good. But if we look here, only 2 losses after January. After New Year, we have 4 losses. Yeah. So really decent second half of the year, and that sums up all that UEFA Europa League win 4-1 against Borussia Dortmund. Gabriel Jesus 2, Emil Smith-Rowe and Bukayo Saka. Those are the 4 key guys. And of course, Martinelli, I would like to have more goals. And if we look the squad and see the contracts who expiring, there are only 2 guys, Reece Nelson and Mohamed El Neni. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna sign those, but there are a lot of guys whose contract is expiring in 1 year, and those we need to renew. And of course, we want some transfers for this team. So let's see what the transfer window up brings up, and let's start the season number 2. And before we go to the transfers for the new season, you probably want to see the budget. So we have 108 million to spend in our second season. A little bit on wage budget. I think we have to make some several moves on that. Good overall balance, decent profit for this year. So 108 million for those new transfers. Let's go and make some transfers, and let's come back for the season number 2. Hello and welcome back. The second season had started, and the transfer window is still open. We haven't played our first game. It's today against Leeds United. We have still money left for new signings, but I think I have made really good signings for the upcoming season. So let's check it out, the transfers. There are a couple of guys going out on loan. Most of them, like Nuno Tavares and Pablo Mari, they have options to buy. And hopefully I can offload them from the team and from the wage budget. You can see here we have nearly 40 million euros to spend still, and hefty amount of wage budget. If there's somebody who I want to sign, I could probably go and sign and do it. So, but I am really happy for us transfers. If we go the outs first player go to out, Reece Nelson. He did go to Brentford, 6.5 million. Didn't need him. I didn't rate him really highly. Arthur Okowonkwo, one of our goalkeepers, did go for Bolton. Mohamed El Neni, nearly €1 million to Wolves. Then the big signing out, Albert Zambi Lokonga, did go for Man United for €50 million. Really decent amount of money. A player who didn't feature that many games, and player I didn't rate really highly. Granit Xhaka want a new turn a new leaf and go explore something different, and yeah, he's doing that in Watford shirt. 26.5 million euros, really decent amount of money for the kitty. Jack Off did go to Sheffield United. A lot of loans. Sweet Trusty and Marquinhos. Jack Henry Francis didn't want a new contract. Did go for Crystal Palace, 900,000. Rob Holding did go to Fulham, 30 million euros, really good amount of money. And Keon Edwards did go for Barnsley for loan, and big signings in. Brighton did relegated last year, and there was a couple of guys who I wanted to bring in. Moises Caicedo is coming for that midfield position, and 34.5 million is a bargain price for player who is wonderkid in this game. Also, Alexis McAllister will come to back up for Martin Ødegaard. 35 million euros, decent amount of money. Max Aarons, we needed English players, so Max Aarons is a decent backup for that right wing back position. And one big signing also in that midfield position, Eduardo Camavinga from Real Madrid, 78 million euros, big transfer. So nearly 200 million spent, 100 million came in, and those transfers were made in the summer. So if we go to this year's transfers, there are a couple of guys going out. Nicola Möller didn't get work permit, did go for Nottingham Forest for 1.7 million. Ainsley Maitland-Niles did go Nottingham Forest, 6.75 million euros, and Cedric to Lens, 3.1 million euros. Also, Alex Runnarsson did go Dynamo Moscow, and a couple of youngsters also on loan and out of the team. Couple of players did came in. We needed backup for center back, so Josip Sutalo did came from Dinamo Zagreb. 18 million could rise in 19 million, and also one for the winger position, Andreas Schelderup from Nordsjælland in Danish league. I think it is 7.5 million could rise to 8.5 million. And yeah, if we go to our tactics and see, this is probably the formation we still stick in, because we were fourth in last year and did really well. And you can see we strengthened the midfield position. Both guys who did play there have been outed to the team. Well, Thomas Partey could come in that ball-winning midfielder, but Kamavinga is probably better, so Partey stick to the bench. Caicedo come from that Saka position as a box-to-box midfielder. Martinelli, Saka in wingers. Gabriel Jesus, and of course Ødegaard as AP. Tomiyasu right back, Saliba, Gabriel Shinchenko, and Ramsdale. Kieran Tierney, Smith Rowe, Nketiah, White, Partey, McAllister, Sutalo, Vieira in there, and also Schelderup can come for that winger position. But if we sort this out like that, you can see Smith Rowe is injured. Ødegaard is injured also, so probably McAllister come for the first games of the year. One position I wanted to strengthen, but due to the fact that Eddie and Nketiah did score 15 goals from the bench last year, and Gabriel Jesus was really good on that striking position, I didn't want to spend any big sum of money for new striker to pair up with Gabriel Jesus. Maybe after this year, Gabriel Jesus is 26 years old only, and he's really, really good striker for Premier League. And yeah, maybe Nketiah we could give more playing time for Eddie, and hopefully he will perform well in this second season, and therefore we can raise a little bit for his value, and maybe next year we go for that new number 1 or number 2 striker. But all in all, I think the transfer that we have made have solidified the squad. We rip a little bit that deadwood. Nicolas Pepe also in loan. Was that on have that? Yeah, there's 19.5 million mandatory future fee, and a little bit on the wages and monthly fees for that deal also. But yeah, we rip that deadwood from out of the team and bring some solid players. Hopefully the second season will go well. Let's sim it out and let's see how the season will go. And the second season have ended, and where did we finish on? Once again, we were fourth in the league behind Liverpool, Man City, and Newcastle. 69 points, 2 points ahead of Aston Villa, who surprisingly got the 5th position. And if we go to see the competitions, if we won any other competitions, no, we were runner-up at UEFA Super Cup. Knocked out in semi-finals by Liverpool in FA Cup. Knocked out in 3rd round by Charlton Athletic in Carabao Cup, which is bummer. And round of 16 in Champions League by Bayern Munich. So no trophies for our team. 4th position in Premier League. Gabriel Jesus was 2nd highest goal scorer behind Erling Haaland. Bukayo Saka 3rd in average rating and 2nd in assist behind Mo Salah, and no other players. So 2 trophies for Liverpool and we have been 2 times in 4th position. And if we look the Champions League, Bayern Munich were winners by penalties against Real Madrid. And if we go to the round of 16, we did lose them home 5-1. 6-4 aggregate defeat against them. So we did win the away game 3-2. 3-1 actually. 3-1. We were leading 3-1 and managed to draw it away and lost to eventual winners by 5-1 at home. And if we go to see the schedule, let's see. It's filtered by Premier League, and here you can see we started our season with 3 straight losses against Leeds, Man United, and Brentford. 2 of those we should have won. We lost against Bournemouth. We lost against Man City 4-0. Managed to win Crystal Palace 6-2. West Ham 6-0, but then draw against Leicester 1-1. We managed to win Liverpool in December 5-1 at home. But next game we drew away against Wolves 1-1. So we crumble on those away games. And yeah, too much inconsistency with our games. You can see here, we managed to win 5-1 against Leicester and Middlesbrough at home, but yet we go away game against Crystal Palace, we lose 2-1. So too many draws and too many losses away. That was our downfall in this year. And if we go to the squad and let's see, Gabriel Jesus was our best player. 32 goals in 46 games. Bukayo Saka, 25 goals, 16 assists. Really good second season for Bukayo Saka. Also, Gabriel Martinelli, 24 goals and 9 assists as a winger. Fabio Vieira took a role, 32 games, 12 goals, 10 assists. Eddie Nketiah, 1 start, 21 times from bench, 7 goals, 0 assists. Martin Ødegaard, only 5 goals but 17 assists, which is highest amount in 36 games. They seemingly shared a workload with Fabio Vieira, which is good thing. Emil Smith-Rowe, 5 goals, 6 assists with 19 start, 20 from bench. Really good. Ask for a little bit more for him. Eduardo Camavinga, good first year. 46 games, 10 assists, 3 goals. Good for him. Sutalo played 19 times, 3 goals. Gabriel Magalhaes, 41 games, 1 from bench, 3 goals for him also. And Moises Caicedo, 40 games, 40 from bench, 10 assists and 2 goals. Really, really good. First year, Schelderup only featured 13 times from bench, which is not an ideal for a young winger like him. And also Alexis McAllister, only 4 starts, 29 times from bench. So it seems that Fabio Vieira have took his place in the middle of the that midfield in AP position. So I don't know. McAllister's future in this club could be a short one. But yeah, once again, 4th. Let's go to the season number 3. Let's see what kind of transfers we can make. This is a strong team, but something needs to be done that we don't lose those away games and drew so many games also. That hopefully we can challenge on that title in season number 3. And welcome back. Season 3 has started and we have made some signings, and once again we have some little problems, but let's go and see the transfers first. And of course we start our business in season 23-24 because the season haven't ticked over. Euro transfers will be in the last year's columns, but that is a slight annoying bug of the game, if you could say so. And if we look the outs, there are a couple of guys who left in the summer. Omar Benjamin did go to Newcastle, 1.1 million with 50% of next sell clause add on that. Matt Turner, our backup goalkeeper, wanted playing time, so I wanted to give him that, and he did go to Sheffield United with 25 million euros. And big transfer out. Takehiro Tomiyasu, our right back, did go to Liverpool with 30 million euros. And that is most because I think that we need to strengthen our wing back positions, and right back we have a couple of decent guys there who can play. Takehiro was one of them. Max Aarons and Ben White are the others. So because Takehiro isn't English nationality, he did go for that reason, and that reason only. And a couple of guys did came in on that transfer period in summer. First, Dennis Seaman from Stuttgart, second team, 17.75 million. Seaman will be our new number 2 in goalkeeping. 18 years old, and he just was best goalkeeper in Olympics. So really happy about this guy. Only 18, will be coming homegrown, decent attributes already, and high hopes on him. He will be someday be our number 1 goalkeeper for sure. And the other one was, like I did mention earlier, I did want strengthening now that backup striker position, and Giacomo Raspadori, big transfer, 60 million could rise up in 66 million from Napoli, will be our new backup striker. Decent addition, good finishing, good first touch, good physicals, 24 years old, already valued over 100 million, so was really good signing. Hopefully he can be a decent backup for Gabriel Jesus, who still was second best goal scorer behind Erling Haaland last year in Premier League. So high hopes also with this Italian stallion. Hopefully he will be taking that Eddie Nketiah's place for our backup striker and score some important goals for the upcoming season. And then if we go this year's transfers, there haven't been much activity, but a lot of money have been spent. If we look the outs, Nicolas Pepe, of course, the deal was done last year. He did go to Leicester for 29.5 million. No other outs. There was no point of selling any players. There was one, which I'm gonna talk about a little bit later. But none other, in my opinion, important player did go out. Marquinhos once again did go on loan for Leeds, getting that playing time to develop. 1 million total fee incoming for that. But there are a lot of ins. Well, not that many. 4 players did came in. First of all, Wanderson from PSG, 47 million could rise up 52 million. Our new number 1 right back. He looks really, really good. Good physicals. Only jumping reach and heading could be better, but all in all, other attributes are really good. Only 23 years old, so younger player, but much better than Tomiyasu or Max Aarons or Ben White. High hopes on him. He could be the key point on that right-hand side that brings us more goals and maybe solidify that defense a little bit more also. Then there was Romeo Lavia from Southampton, 37.5 million euros. He's a decent player, 20 years old. Will come our new backup ball-winning midfielder in the central defense area. I did look out for our players, our squad, and did notice that there's a couple of older dudes whose contracts are expiring. Thomas Partey was one of those, and Romeo Lavia will be cheaper option and younger option in that midfield position. But we still have Thomas Partey in the team because he rejected West Ham's offers, and we didn't get him on loan. So but Lavia will be coming that backup ball-winning midfielder in that central defense area. Then Dario Esungo from Sporting for free. This guy's contract was expiring, and I just did offer a contract for him, and he came through. 19 years old, decent addition. Tried to offload him for loan, but nobody did wanted him, so he will be sticking in our youth team. Already valued over 20 million euros. So if nothing else, we will be making profit on him. And the last guy, 100 million euros. Florian Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen. He will be our new central midfield advanced playmaker. And that is because if we go to our squad and look Martin Ødegaard, we'll explore his options at the end of his contract. Martin was unhappy because we didn't go through to the later stages in Champions League last year, and for that reason he was unhappy and didn't want to renew his contract, and now he's leaving at the summer for free. I did try to offload him for his value, 60 million euros. Liverpool offered 45 million euros for him, and I didn't want to sell him that cheap. And I have a couple of options now. I can try to offload him still. Maybe somebody offered us some money, or I can try and wait if his unhappiness go over and he will some point in the season try to negotiate for new contract. But at this moment, it seems like he will. He wanted a new team to go through, and I had an offer accepted for him, or he was a part of a deal to player exchange deal with money also involved with Gavi, Barcelona's Gavi, but Gavi's problem was that his wages are extremely high. He is already earning 400,000 per week, so he wanted 500,000 per week. So it makes 4 million per month. So that was extremely high wages, and the deal didn't go through. I would like to keep Martin because he is the key point of our attack. The sole reason why those games will go our way and we score more goals. Last year we did score 90 goals in league, but if he will not renew his contract, there is possibility that we will lose him for free. And Florian Wirtz is coming in for that reason only, because we have also higher than I expected. Alexis McAllister is also in the team, and he wanted the playing time to be a part of Argentinian national team. So we could actually use him and Wirtz next year if Ødegaard will leave in free transfer. There is not that much difference between Alexis and Martin, but Martin is still a better player. And and Wirtz will be coming in that replacement. Hopefully he will grow. He have potential to be much better player than Martin Ødegaard. You can see here he is second highest in squad comparison for those attacking midfielder position players. So hopefully he will be coming number 2 at this half a season. And yeah, I probably come back for the games in December and see if I could renew the contract of Martin Odegaard, or if not that, then I'll try to offload him, try to offer him out. If somebody offers some money, we'll probably accept that. But there is also a possibility that Martin will go free in the summer. And yeah, that would be bummer. But at least we have this third season with him. And yeah, we need to also listen to the players when they want to move on. Unfortunately, we should probably have offered last year him a new contract with extra years, so that wouldn't be a problem in this rebuild. But hey, sometimes it goes this way. If we would have gone past Bayern Munich last year in Champions League, probably he would be happy to renew his contract. But yeah, it's going this way now, and let's see how it will go. Let's simulate the season 3, and oh no, not yet. Actually, we have been playing game or 2, actually 5 games in league, and we have won 4 of them. And I don't know, we cannot beat Brentford. This is the 3rd loss in a row against Brentford. 2-1 scoreline. Emil Smith-Rowe scored our only goal. Gabriel Jesus started season really well. 2 goals against Southampton. Scored also against Everton, Bukayo Saka, and new striker Giancarlo Raspadori scored the 3rd one. Then we lost against Brentford. I don't know how, if we look the stats on this game. 11 shots, 6 on target, 21 for us, only 3 on target. Maybe that is the problem. We don't get those shots on target, and therefore we lost the game. But we managed to bounce back. Wins against Fulham and Norwich. Didn't even concede a goal. Martinelli scored in extra time to seal the deal against Fulham, and Martinelli scored brace against Norwich. Caicedo scored a 1, and Gabriel Jesus scored a 1. And if we look at the league table, we are 2nd place, behind Brentford, of course. And yeah, in Champions League is the new format now. And our games, if we go here and see, we faced Celtic, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Nice, Atletico Madrid, Benfica, Monaco, and Antwerpen. So really tough games. Top 3 teams in Spanish league, top team in Portugal, top team in one of the top teams in France, then Antwerpen, and of course Nice is one of the big teams also in France. And yeah, and Celtic is the top team in Scotland. So I don't know how these games have been drawn, because it's extremely unlikely that we will go through in the group stages. So yeah, but now let's simulate the season. Let's see how the games will go, and hopefully we at least manage to be in top 4 in Premier League. That would be our main goal, and maybe nick the Carabao Cup or FA Cup in the process also. But let's simulate season 3 and see how will the games go. Welcome back. Season 3 is over, and once again we finished 4th in the league, behind Liverpool, Newcastle, and Chelsea. This time we managed to survive by a single point, because West Ham was 5th, Man United 6th, City only 7th, Everton 8th, qualified for Europe, Brentford 9th, Leicester 10th, and yes, Tottenham in 11th, which is really, really good. And if we go to see other competitions, no trophies for our team this year. Knocked out in Champions League in quarterfinals by Manchester City. Knocked out in 3rd round by West Ham in FA Cup and Carabao Cup in quarterfinals by Manchester City. So Manchester City did eliminate us into cup competitions. If we go to the Champions League and see Man City did go to the finals and lose to Bayern Munich after extra time. So Bayern Munich have won 2 consecutive Champions League. And if we go to the league phase, we were third. 6 wins, 2 losses. We lost to Monaco away 4-1 and Barcelona away 2-0. So we managed to win Benfica in both games, Atletico Madrid in both games, and Real Madrid in both games, which is really, really... Oh, no. We actually didn't play only one game, yeah. So Antwerpen away 2-1, Benfica at home 5-1, Atletico Madrid away 2-0, Nice home 6-1, Real Madrid home 5-2, and Celtic home 4-0. So really good games. And if we look at the goal scorers, Raspadori 11 goals in Champions League, Emil Smith-Rowe 7 assists in Champions League. So really decent performance for those guys. And if we go to see our squad, if we look at the goal scorers, Giacomo Raspadori did game for the team and be the best goal scorer. 32 goals in 34 starts, 16 appearances from bench, 7 assists, 7.34 average rating. Really decent first year for the team. Gabriel Jesus, second highest goal scorer, 25 goals, 2 assists, 7.09 average ratings, 37 starts, 13 from bench. So a really decent amount of games for both guys, and it's a good thing that we could share the load of the games for each players, and both managed to score a lot of goals. Gabriel Martinelli, 22 starts, 7 from bench, 11 goals, 4 assists. Bukayo Saka, 9 goals, 11 assists, 43 starts. Bukayo Saka was a little disappointed. And best central midfielder, Kamavinga, 47 starts, 6 goals, 8 assists, 7.12 average rating. Emil Smith-Rowe, 6 goals, 11 assists for 27 games, 22 from bench, 720 XG and 702 average rating. Fabio Vieira, 28 stars, 15 from bench, 5 goals, 10 assists, 706 average rating. This is good. And new signing Florian Wirtz, 5 starts, 25 times from bench, 2 goals, 6.8 average rating. And you are seeing now that Martin Ødegaard is not in the team. If we go to the transfers and history, you can see we did sell Ødegaard in January to Juventus for 56 million euros. Martin didn't want to renew his contract, and I did came back for December and tried to offload him. West Ham would have paid the 60 million asking price, but Ødegaard, of course, didn't want to go to West Ham, and therefore I offered a little bit less, and Juventus bought him for us. And if we go to see him and his history, 17 games, 6 goals, 1 assist, 3 player of the match is 7.46 average rating. It's a shame that we couldn't keep him. He would have been really important, and maybe if he would have been in the team, we could be in third or second in the league. If we look at the league table, none of our players is in any of the players. That's Ivan Toney once again, 22 goals. Mauro Icardi did score 24 for West Ham, and of course Erling Haaland, 28 goals is a little bit disappointment for Haaland, I think. Damsgaard, 21 assists for Brentford, Jarrod Bowen 19 for West Ham, and Salah 12 for Liverpool. If we look at the tactics, we have been playing with this this 4-3-3 formation or 4-5-1 formation, if you could say. I don't know, should we alter it a little bit, try to be a little bit more offensive? If we go to the competitions and Premier League and stages, you can see this year we did score 67 goals. Last year, if we go and see, we scored 90. Lost only 9 games last year. This year we did lose 10 games. 37 conceded. Last year we did concede 49. So this year we concede less goals, but did score less also in league by 23 goals less. So yeah, if we would have scored at 90 goals like last year, maybe we would have been in the top two teams in the league. So I don't know. Is it because we lost Ødegaard, that creativity of him, his presence in the midfield could hinder us a little bit in the second half of the season? Maybe next year we could be more how do you say, more effective in that striking force that we have in the team. In last 5 games, we lost 1 and draw 2, only win 2 games. That dropped us probably for that top spots in the league. If we go to the past positions, yeah, most of the year we were second place in the league. All the way in the 26th round. After that, we drop a little bit, and then in the 28th round, where we faced Wolverhampton Wanderers, did win the game. But after the loss of Crystal Palace in the next round, in 30th match, we did drop in 5th position and managed to only climb in 4th position. Managed to climb in 3rd and then drop again down with the two defeats, Man City and draw against Fulham, and then managed to secure the 4th position in the last game of the season by winning Norwich 4-1. So we were most of the season we were in top 2, then managed to drop down a little bit, but luckily at the end we managed to climb up again. And you did remember that we have that board takeover. If we go to see the board, we have now new chairperson Paul Chandler did take over the team, but not pump any extra money to the team at the time. But if we look the finances, we have once again 100 million to spend, 233 million in bank, and a couple of 100,000 in wage budget. So probably let's see, do we have any players whose contracts are expiring? Yes, Potter's contract is expiring, and maybe he is leaving, and we get that extra money in wage budget. Then Kieran Tierney probably renew his contract if we gonna get him around that same amount what he's on now. Alexis McAllister, I don't know if he's wanna extend his contract. Hopefully, because I would like to keep him around. Maybe, I don't know. The midfield area is something that we need the creativity in the midfield area. We need that advanced playmaker there. I don't know, is Alexis McAllister or Florian Wirtz that guy who can be the advanced playmaker in the midfield. Striking force is really good, in good hands. Gabriel Jesus and Raspadori, they are both really good. Also, we have Eddie Nketiah in the team. Only managed to feature once from bench, and he's wanted. Brentford want him and probably try to offload him in the summer. Charlie Patino also there, try to maybe loan him out. He is not somebody that I'm keen to keep first in football, because of his lack of his potential. Sutalo also decent player. Bukayo Saka, yeah, they all have contracts left for year. 2 years actually, those 27s ending. Only two guys, Tierney and Trusty, whose contract are expiring in 1 year, and those are, well, Trusty not gonna renew his contract, but Tierney is somebody who I want to keep in the team for next season. And yeah, new guy Wanderson also played really good first year in the team, but yeah, I don't know. Leave the comments below. What do you think? How do we have performed so far? If you are watching this still, 3 times we have finished 4th, and we cannot manage to climb up the ladders of English football. Also, no trophies for the team, except the first year's UEFA Europa League. Let's see how the season number 4 will go on. Yeah, and let's make some transfers and see how the team will look when the season number 4 is starting. And season 4 is about to start, and yet again we have made some transfers for the upcoming season. So let's go and check for those. And if we stick to last year's transfers, you can see one guy that came in, Thiago Freitas from Benfica. He looks decent prospect, only 18 years old. He has been gone on loan to Arouca, back to Portugal. He looks decent, and a reason why I wanted to sign him is because he will be coming in a regular first-team player in the future for the team, and he's decent on that advanced playmaker role in midfield, which has caused us a little bit a problem when Martin Ødegaard did left for the team. And if we look the outs, you can see one familiar name, Alexis McAllister, did go to Brentford for 50 million. We did gain 25 advanced and 25 million in add-ons. But he did go to Brentford, and therefore we will need a backup for that advanced playmaker in midfield. We have Fabio Vieira who can play that role, but if we go to the this year's transfers, you can see Mateus Franca did came from Flamengo for nearly 15 million euros, and he looks decent on that role. He's at the same level that Alexis McAllister was, and he's only 21 years old. So we are relying on youth. Progressing on team with the players when they are developing, and he looks decent. He will be playing alongside our other players in that midfield area. Wirtz did came from last year, and Wirtz has been developing nicely. So Franca and Wirtz are playing on that advanced playmaker role, and Fabio Vieira, of course, will be featuring on those roles also. Only 2 other signings, so I didn't need to make a big overhaul for our team. So Josko Gvardiol did came in 63 million euros. He's a really good player. He can play in that wingback position in left-hand side, and also left central defender to cover up there. And I did offer Alexander Zinchenko out because Gvardiol is much better player already than Zinchenko, and much younger, 23 years old, and Zinchenko is 27, 28 years old, so he will be developing nicely also. And yeah, but unluckily Zinchenko, there was no offers for him, and he is still in our team. But now we have really good core defenders, and we can rotate a lot in the upcoming season. And of course, we have Champions League, we have 2 cups, and we have league, so we will need backup players also. And one backup player is Julien Duranville from he is for Anderlecht, yeah. Anderlecht for 30 1.5 million euros. He is a big signing. A lot of money for young players. I wanted backups for our winger positions, and I don't know. There are a lot of teams or a lot of players want a lot of money. I did offer a couple of cheaper options, and they want 100,000 per week for wages for backup players. So Duranville is a younger option, 19 years old. He has pace to burn. He will be growing nicely and will be playing on those winger positions, mostly in cup games, I think. And a reason for that is that Andreas Schelderup, our last year or year before that signing, did go on loan for Southampton to gain that playing time he was wanting. And for that reason, we did bring Duranville into the first team. Of course, Marquinhos, I tried to offload him. Nobody wanted to sign him. He haven't been developing at all in the team. And he did go on loan for Norwich. And of course, big outs. Raul Walters didn't want to renew his contract and did go to Everton. And of course, we wanted to let Thomas Partey go because we wanted that wage. He did have big wages to help our own problems in the team. But yeah, not many signings in. If we look the squad, I think it looks nice. There are good two goalkeepers. Simon, unfortunately, injured at the moment. Gabriel Sutalo, Ben White. There was interest from Real Madrid for signing Ben White, but the money wasn't right. So Ben White is still here. Saliba can play in the middle. Guardiol can play in the middle or left-hand side. Wanderson is our number one right back. Max Aarons wanted more playing time. Hopefully he will get it. Tierney, Shinchenko, both are there in the left-hand side. Also, Bukayo Saka in the wings. Kamavinga, Lavia, Caicedo, Wirtz, Franca in the middle. Smith Rowe, Vapio Vieira, Duranville in the wings. Martinelli also in the winger position. Gabriel Jesus, Eddie and Ekitia, Florian Balogun and Giacomo Raspadori as a striker. So there are interest for Porto to loan Eddie and Ekitia, but the finances haven't been right on him. So I think I don't know. Should we keep Eddie or I don't know. He and Florian are both decent young strikers, so young, 26 years old. But let's see. If there are offers, I will accept them. But it seems like that here is our team for season number 4. We didn't make a lot of changes, and there was no need to do so also. The club wants us to reach the later stages in Champions League, qualify for Europa League only. So we don't even have to be in top 4. But of course, we wanted that Champions League football next year also. And challenge for FA Cup and be competitive in EFL Carabao Cup. And let's go and see season number 4 and see how the games will go. Welcome back, and season 4 have ended, and we are... Oh my god. We finished second by a goal difference. Oh man. 89 points with us and Liverpool, and they have 5 goals better goal difference. If we go competition stab, we won Carabao Cup. Let's go. Second cup competition that we won. 4th knockout by Leeds in the FA Cup. And quarterfinal exit in Champions League by Real Madrid. But by a goal difference. If we go Premier League, is there any our players? Only Aaron Ramsdale in clean sheets. No other players. Who is to Carvin? He looks decent. 23 years old Russian striker. Okay, Brighton. But by a goal difference, stages, Yeah, Liverpool scored 106 goals. We scored 95. We did concede only 32 goals. They conceded 38. So 5-goal margin. And we did lost one game against Man United 2-1 in last 5. That sealed the deal. If we look past positions, oh man, we were top most of the season. We were top of the table most of the season and did crumbling down in 36th round, after 36th round, 37th round when we lost Man United and then beat Villa 3-0 at the last game of the year. But that didn't do it because Liverpool, of course, won their own game. A really, really good season, but we didn't break the Liverpool dominance. They have won all the 4 seasons that we have played so far, and there's only 1 season left. Let's go to see the squad. We want to know who is the better players of the team. Gabriel Jesus, 24 goals. Raspadori scored only 19 goals. That tells me that he didn't play that well. Well, 19 last year in Prem, this year 13, so pretty much same amount of goals. He assisted a couple of more. All in all, 19 goals. He didn't score. He did score only 6 goals in other comps this year, but last year he had a phenomenal season. He scored 32 goals. Also in those cup competitions, he featured a lot better. But Gabriel Jesus, 40 games, 24 goals. That is decent season for him. Martinelli also 18 and 10. Fabio Vieira had a really, really good season. 12 and 12, 12 goals, 12 assists. Really good season. Bukayo Saka, 12 goals, 15 assists. Emil Smith-Rowe, 12 goals, 12 assists. Marquinhos had loan. Mateus Franca came clutch. 29 starts, 10 goals, 10 assists. First year for us, and he did play really well. Also, Florian Balogun, 52 sub-appearances, 10 goals, 3 assists. His average rating is under 7, but he had a really, really nice year, and he's wanted, of course. West Ham wants him. Kamavinga, 5 goals, 6 assists. Eddie Nketiah, 5 goals. Gabriel scored 4 goals. Gabriel had 1 year left on his contract, but he had really good year. Romeo Lavia, 3 goals, 4 assists. Duran Will, 1 goal, 2 assists, 5 sub-appearances. He didn't feature that much because we have really, really decent players, a lot of them. Schelderup didn't have the best loan period at Southampton. Caicedo, 22 start, 24 in bench, 1 goal, 5 assists, decent enough for him. William Saliba, 26 appearances, 17 from bench, 1 goal, 2 assists, 701 average rating, and Ben White also over 7 average rating. And of course, Ramsdale, 58 appearances in goal for us this year. Seaman didn't play at all, which is a bummer for the youngster because he was the best goalkeeper in Olympic Games last time. And yeah, really, really good season all in all. And if we look at the tactics, we are still playing the same tactic. And if we quick pick the team without restrictions, best 11, this is the best 11. It's odd to see Ben White as a center back and not see Saliba there, and Fabio Vieira is the best AP we had. We have Florian Wirtz also. We had Mateus Franca also. So we have really good core of players. I don't know actually what positions we should be strengthened. I did look out for that left back position, and we did bring Josko Gvardiol for that. actually Guardiola is better center back than White or than Sutalo or Saliba, but Zinchenko and Tierney are better suited as a left wing back. But that is maybe the position that to strengthen on, because all in all we had a really good team. It was a bummer that we didn't win the league in this year, but we have still 1 year to go. And if we go to see finances, 111 million. If there is a player to bring in, I'm probably gonna do it. But I don't know who to bring in. So let's see him and play through the summer and see if there is something to do and somebody to bring in. And here we are. The final transfers have been made, and like you are seeing, we have 125 million to spend still, and 200,000 in weight budget. So we didn't make many transfers, but we spent some money. If we go to transfer history and take out last year's window, you can see one man did came in that summer period of time. Nuno Mendes from Paris Saint-Germain, 108 million. I know we overspent on him, but I really like his physicals, and all in all, he will be our backup for that left winger, wing back position. And I really liked him. He had good things here in coach's summary. More pawns than cons. So 24 years old, Portuguese international. Really liked him. Hopefully he will be clutch in that wingback position. And runs ball with ball down in left, gets forward whenever possible, knocks ball past opponent. So really good traits also for a wingback, and I really liked him. One player did go out. You can see here if I swap this out, Eddie Nketiah did go to Wolves, 30 million euros. He was really good for us in many seasons, and now valued over 50 million. So I would have liked to have much more money out of him, but that was a good sum, 30 million straight up. And English international did go to Wolves, but that was because we did sign Tammy Abraham from Roma for free. His contract was expiring, and he was exploring his options. And straight away when I noticed this, I offered him a contract. And Tammy will be one of our three really good strikers this year. And hopefully he will get the game time and create opportunities to us to win the league this season. And we signed only two guys. One other guy, or actually two others, left out. Marquinhos, who I thought about last year, did go to Al Nassr for 15.75 million euros, and one other guy did left. Because we brought Mendes in, we let Alexander Zinchenko go, 41.5 million euros from Atletico Madrid. And he's 29 years old, so his value is over 100 million now. So maybe with him also we could have had more money, but 40 million euros for 29 years old guy is decent amount of money. And the money isn't the problem at the moment. The problem is that we need to get our team to play decent football. And if we first clear this out and then pick without restriction best 11, and here is our team: Yeah, Kamavinga, Caicedo, I would swap those around. Vanderson, White, Gabriel, Tierney, Martinelli. Actually, there are only Kamavinga and Caicedo, new guys, and of course Vanderson for previous seasons. So I don't know. Hopefully, this team will perform, and we managed to win the league in the last season. Now we have good backups for positions, so I think it isn't a problem to rotate the team. We have Martinelli, Saka, we have Shelderloop, we have Florian Balogun, we have Franco, we have Tammy Abraham, Josko Guardiol, Raspadori, Nuno Mendes, Smith Rowe also here, Max Aarons, Duranville, Charlie Patino. So there are a lot of good guys in the team. Hopefully we manage to win the league at least FA Cup would be decent, and maybe semi-finals in the Champions League. That would be nice also. So let's see out the last season and see how it goes. And the fifth and final season have ended, and we are yet again, we finished second behind Liverpool. This time, 3 points. We managed to lose only 4 games, which is fewest amount of all, but we only managed to win 27 games out of 38 when Liverpool won 29. And if we go in Premier League, let's see, how do I do this? And we were runner-up in Emirates FA Cup, and yeah, I don't know actually in the Champions League, because the final between PSG and Barcelona haven't been played, so we don't know in what position, where do we stand on that. In quarterfinal exit against West Ham in Carabao Cup, that wasn't a priority to this season. Oh man, who did we lose against? 5-0 against Liverpool in final. Well, that didn't go as planned. And if we look the Champions League, the final against Barcelona and PSG haven't been played, so are we in semi-finals? No. Bayern Munich and Man City. Quarterfinals? Yes. Quarterfinal exit against Man City. 5-4 aggregate to Man City. We managed to draw the away game but lose at home. Oh man, that is a real shame that we didn't manage to win it. Only 2 trophies, Carabao Cup and Europa League trophy to us, and 2 times we were second place. Let's go and see the competitions. The Premier League. Is there any? There are a lot of our players. Gabriel Jesus, second highest goal scorer, 31 goals, only 5 goals behind Erling Haaland. Fabio Vieira, 14 assists. Gabriel Martinelli, 12 assists. That is really decent. Aaron Ramsdale, second highest in clean sheets behind Liverpool's Alisson, 19 clean sheets. Gabriel Jesus, 7 man of the matches. Oh man, let's see past positions. At the early stage we were second, then we did drop down a little bit in 4th position, but we managed to climb up, and most of the season we were in second place. And yeah, if we look the schedule and look the games, let's filter out only Premier League games. We did start against Aston Villa, we win. Everton, we won. We did lose North London derby against Tottenham 1-0. And then September was rough, 3-game season. We did draw against Liverpool, which is really decent. 1 against Norwich. Did lose against Man United. Did lose against Brighton, also away game. Drew against West Ham. There are games we should really win. Brighton, West Ham, and maybe Tottenham game also. That it could be a winnable game. We did lose against Man City 3-2 away. Once again, away game. We were poor in away games. Win Leeds at home. Drew away against Chelsea. Decent draw there. And then in December, we didn't lose any. Actually, oh man. After November and Man City game, we didn't lose a single game in league. And yet we were second behind Liverpool. I need to see this. I'll need to see Liverpool's schedule and filter out with Premier League games. So Liverpool lost only Crystal Palace at the end. They did lose against us 4-1 at the end of the year, and Crystal Palace in March. But the difference between us was made already, and yeah, we drew too many games. Wolves drew, we drew against West Ham and Leeds at April. In January we drew against Wolves. December we drew against Stoke. So yeah, too many drawn games, 7 draws, only 4 losses, and yet again we were second in league. Let's see the squad. It's a shame because I think this rebuild have gone really well. But the crown, the championship, the win of the Premier League have, it was close. Last year it was goal difference, and this year 3 points gap. But best player Gabriel Jesus, 44 goals, 7 assists, really decent year in 50 games. Raspadori did score 18 times, assist 12 times, really good season also for Giancomo. Tammy Abraham, 17 goals in 8 starts, 21 from bench. Really good year. Gabriel Martinelli, 16 goals, 15 assists. Really good year also. Bukayo Saka, 14 goals, 9 assists. Decent. Fabio Vieira, 10 goals, 19 assists. Really good year for him. Smith Rowe, a little bit disappointed about him. 4 goals, 8 assists in 36 starts. Josko Gvardiol played a lot, 28 starts, 4 goals for him. Mateus Franco was decent, 5 assists, 3 goals. Kamavinga got 3 goals and 6 assists. Gabriel Magalhaes got 3 goals. Florian Wirtz played decently, 2 goals, 1 assist in 6 starts. Moses Caicedo started 31 times, 2 goals, 5 assists. So all in all the players did play really well. It's a shame that we didn't manage to win any major trophies. If we go to club info and see the competitions, we didn't win the Champions League or be in the final, but we managed to win Europa League in 2019. There is it. It was the Europa League. 2023 Europa League winner and Super Cup runner-up. And of course FA Cup runner-up 27. So and Carabao Cup we did win in 2026. So 2 trophies, 1 European trophy, 1 domestic trophy, but 2-time runner-up in league, back-to-back seasons. I don't know if we could. Yeah, of course we could have done better. Too many draws this year and goal difference. To be second in goal difference last year. So it's a bummer, but all in all, I think it was a really good rebuild and build up for this team. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so, and leave the comments below which team you would like me to rebuild next time. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.